Hello, Algebra 2 students. We are going to simplify complex fractions. What is a complex fraction? It's a fraction within a fraction. So how can we do that? Well, let's look at this first example. See how we have a fraction within a fraction? So what we can do, we need to remember that this fraction bar right here means division. So let's rewrite the problem as a plus b over 4 is divided by a squared plus b squared over 4. So when we do that, we'll have a plus b over 4 times 4 over a squared plus b squared. Because remember, dividing fractions easy as pie, we flip the second and we multiply. So when we do that, we want to factor out common factors. So the 4's will cancel out. Now, can a squared plus b squared be a factor? No, it cannot. So we're just going to leave it as a plus b over a squared plus b squared. Because a squared plus b squared cannot be factored. It could only be factored if it has a minus sign. Alrighty, let's look at the next one. Alright, so again, here's the big fraction bar. We want to think of that as a division sign. So we have x squared over x squared minus y squared divided by 4x over y minus x. We're going to write that as x squared over x squared minus y squared times y minus x over 4x. So let's think about what we can cancel out. I use a different color. X squared over x. This will become an x here because that's what x squared divided by x is. Now, this piece right here, you can factor x squared minus y squared as x plus y times x minus y. It was so close to getting this, and this is actually like number 23 in your practice on page 534. What you can do here is actually factor out a -1. So when we factor out a -1, then it becomes a negative y plus x, but we can write it as x minus y if we want to change the order. And yeah, this is the first time I'm showing you this, but yeah, you use it on number 23 on page 534. And what happens is then we can cancel this out right here, the x minus y's. Alright, so anything else that we can cancel out? I don't think so. So our final answer is going to be a negative x over, looks like we just have 4 and x plus y. So it'll be 4x plus y. Very good. Okay, one last example. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can do this. At least get started on your own. Alright, so I went ahead and got this started. And if you notice, I went ahead and factored it and then multiplied by the reciprocal. So again, this piece right here, down here, and it goes here, we want to factor out that -1 so we do get some common terms. So that ends up being x minus y can cancel out. And then we have the y plus 7 and y plus 7 here. So we end up with x plus y on top, and then -1 times y minus 7 on the bottom. Now you can multiply anything by a negative 1. You can multiply the top by negative 1 or the bottom by negative 1. Doesn't matter. So what we could do is just leave it as x plus y over a negative y plus 7. And can anything else be factored out? Nope. So that would be our final answer. That's all I have for you. I don't have, this is kind of hard to put in a Google form. So let's say in the Google form, I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. Okay, so that will be your answer for the Google form. 2 sisters, 1 brother. All right. Bye, guys. We'll see you later.